We're at Wildwood Park where tonight the Sheboygan A's take on the Milwaukee Tropics. Hello everybody, alongside Riley Palmquist, I'm Mike Martin. We'll be bringing you tonight's game. Lucas is down in Milwaukee running camera for a soccer tournament, so Riley decided to come up and help out, and Riley, thanks a lot for doing that.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Weather in Sheboygan, 71 degrees. Wind from the south at 13 miles an hour, so could see some homers, so let's hope for that.
I'm going to go through the lineup for the Tropics, and then we'll let you go through the defense for the A's. Leading off is Zach Deneau playing center field. Dave Kyer is in left field, batting second. Batting third is Brady Ketterhagen over at third. A.J. Kisting is the shortstop. Batting fifth is Gabe Zielinski. Gabe will be doing the pitching tonight for the Tropics. Jax Calverley was out in right field, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Ellie DiCarlo, the catcher. Batting eighth, Lucas Oswald at first base. Batting ninth is the DH, Henry Peznanski. He's the manager also. And then they got an extra hitter. So batting 10th is Scott DeKaski, and he's playing at second base. And what do we got for defense for Sheboygan?
Yeah, we have Sandman, Nolan Sand in left. We have newcomer Nick in center. Emmett, who's usually behind the dish, is in right field. Hudson in third. Lucas Lemons at short. Moxon at the two-bagger. And we have Jimmy Jerkinson at first with Connor Palmquist behind the plate. And Jude on the bump.
Ackert making his sixth appearance for Sheboygan, his first start of this season. Jude, I believe, is a first-year player. Riley, what took you out of the lineup?
Sadly, I was forced to retire after sustaining a shoulder injury. Same shoulder injury that kept me out 2 years ago after tearing my rotator. So decided to hang up the cleats and join you guys up here for a game.
I heard you might be going to the dark side. Slow pitch softball.
Oh, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I'm looking forward to it, though. A little change of pace, but ball's still ball, so.
Hey, I really appreciate you coming up here and helping out. This is great.
Absolutely. Thank you again for having me.
Ackert's pitch is up high. I believe the count is 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, Deneau. Henry Peznanski, the number 9 hitter in DH, is the manager for the Tropics. And he was nice enough when he wrote up his lineup for Bill to also give pronunciations for a bunch of his players. There are some tricky ones there. We got a tricky one out in right field for or in center field. Yeah. Argersinger.
Welcome to the squad.
David Kyer is the next hitter.
Talking to Tim earlier today, he kind of said this was a tune-up game for the upcoming playoffs this week, so just looking to get everyone in there.
In looking up some information on the Tropics, they were started in 2020, and over their 6 years of playing ball, they've won their championship 3 times, which pretty amazing. They're a member of the Milwaukee Rock League.
Oh yeah, that's in Franklin. Play at the Rock Complex. It's a nice complex.
Yeah, tell our fans a little bit about that. We were talking about it before we came on the air.
You got about 4 all-turf fields. They kind of replicate different Major League stadiums. So I know they have the Phillies Stadium in there, American Family Field, Fenway with the big wall on the left. So they kind of imitate different MLB stadiums, which is kind of cool.
And I take it the fields are in really great shape. You said they were turf fields?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just redone the turf there. It was pretty hard before, but they kind of made some renovations, so it's very nice.
Now, does Marion, where you graduated from, do they have turf field?
Yeah, we actually just got turf this spring, so that was nice. We didn't get to play there this year, but.
Have you ever played on a turf field?
Oh, I've many turf fields throughout my life. Matter of fact, I'd rather play on a very nice grass and dirt field like here in Sheboygan than a turf field. The aesthetic is much nicer.
I think it was one time in my career I had an opportunity to ump on a turf field. It was a high school game down in Whitefish Bay. It was actually where Craig Council went to high school, and he helped fund
Yeah.
the turf field kind of thing. And it's a lot faster game on turf.
Yes, it is. We also have the privilege of having a hot shot to right.
Ketterhagen with that base hit, and it's going to be an RBI single. Not a good start for Sheboygan.
Say Jude, who hasn't thrown a lot of innings, we're kind of just looking for him to throw some strikes. If he gets hit around, he gets hit around. Just trying to eliminate as many walks and free bases as possible. Let our defense go to work.
AJ Kisting, the shortstop, is up next. Gotta like those shortstops.
It's a great position to play.
It's I mean, not every team, but certainly more often than not, you're going to find your best players playing short. There's a deep drive to left. Going back, and it's out of here, a home run. But it looked like Sand had a play on it until the very end, and it sailed out, a 3-run homer. And the Tropics jump out to a 4-0 lead with no outs in the first inning.
Tell you what, I think that 14-mile-an-hour wind going out to center helped that ball a little bit.
Oh, definitely. We played these guys earlier in the year, and we beat them 9-1. That was way back on June 27th. Another recent action last night. Sheboygan beat Appleton 9-6. And that concludes the Newble League action. We finish 8-8. We're waiting to see what happens with Menasha at Greenville, I believe. If Menasha wins, we will get a home playoff game. If Greenville wins, for that first playoff game.
Kind of have to hope for a home game at that point. Get the fans into it again. I remember last year's championship series against Menasha. We had 2 home games here, and this place was rocking. So, but nice to see that happen again.
Yes. Another fly ball, that one by Zielinski, the pitcher, and he flies out to Argersinger in center.
Tell you what, a pitcher's best friend is that first pitch out.
I always thought a pitcher's best friend is a double play.
Oh yes, especially in a pinch, inning ending.
The hitter.
Just had word Tim's son is actually coming out of the bullpen tonight, so see a little father-son action with pitcher and head coach.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. This is going way back. I had Kyle as a student over at Lincoln Erdman Elementary School here in Sheboygan. So
Oh wow!
I got all the kids coming through, but very quiet boy, and he actually is working. I think he still is working in Arizona on a golf course.
That's not a bad spot to be.
No, definitely.
Where the weather is always warm and there's no snow.
Although we went to a Cubs spring training game this past spring, 109 degrees. That was in the shade.
Better hope you're not wearing gray that day.
Exactly. Count is 3-2 to Jack's Calvert. 4-run outburst so far by the Milwaukee Tropics.
At this point, just gotta let your defense go to work, put the ball in play here.
Late call, but it is a called strike 3, and Jax is out, and he's not too happy about it.
It feels great being up here for those calls.
So
It
we
really
were
does.
talking before the game, about umpiring and getting thrown out and da-da-da-da. What, you said you got called or thrown out once. What was it over, like a play at the plate, a strikeout?
It was a strikeout. Obviously, I can't say what I said over the air, but was enough to get me tossed and had a nice little early vacation. I don't like to argue with umpires a lot because
No,
obviously it's a hard job to do, but emotions got the best of me at that point.
hey, sometimes you have to speak your piece. That was Ellie DiCarlo, the catcher, hit it. Burger Singer makes the catch.
Great end of the inning there.
And that ends the top of the first, but not before the Tropics come up with 4 runs. Leading off the bottom of the first for Sheboygan is Alex Ames. What's
Ames
Alex
is having
hitting
a nice hit of the year. Ames in 281 with a 324 on base percentage.
Yeah, he's been getting on base pretty good. He was struggling early on. He seemed to get on base a lot. If he's leadoff hitter, you want to have that, but his batting average was low. Got that average up a little bit now.
So yeah, last month or so he's been swinging it well. Low line drives. It's kind of his game.
Not a big extra base hit guy. I don't know what he had. I don't think he's got a home run this year. He might.
I can tell you for a matter of fact he doesn't. Otherwise we'd be hearing it all over the dugout.
As it is, things are kind of quiet down there. Fly ball out to right. long run, but getting there and making the catch was Jax Calverley.
Let's get Ames putting another good swing on it, just decided to miss the barrel. That happens.
So, Riley, when you're up there hitting, are you what they might call a guess hitter? You're looking for a particular pitch, or are you just looking to see the ball and put a good
See,
rip
I'm
on it?
more of a kind of see ball. If it's in the strike zone, get a good swing on it. I don't really like to see spin, which I know doesn't sound like your prototypical hitter, but I found some that kind of work for me, so kind of just stuck with it and mastered that.
When did that recognition come about? Early in your A's career in college?
I'd say early in my college career, we had a hitting coach my freshman year. He's no longer at Marion, but he really got my swing right and my approach and my mental side. So that's probably what I needed to have a successful college career than Sheboygan career.
Oh, Hudson Wagner hit by a pitch. Take first. Hudson playing over at third base tonight.
No Harry tonight. He must be on a work trip or something.
Way down here. That was the fifth time Wagner's been hit by a pitch this season. Grounder. Oh, double play. 3 unassisted for Connor Palmquist, no relation, and then thrown out at second was Hudson Wagner. What a play by Oswald, the first baseman. And that ends the Sheboygan first after one complete. Tropics on top, 4-0. Back at Wildwood Park, getting ready to start second inning action. It was a rough first inning for Jude Ackert.
Yeah, Jude, 5 games on the year, 6 innings pitched, giving up 7 hits, 9 runs, all earned with a 13.5 ERA.
He didn't help his ERA in that first inning.
It did not.
Leading off for the Tropics to start the second is going to be Lucas Oswald, who made that really nice play at first base.
Yeah, he did what he needed to do, buy the ball up, tag him, and throw it to second. So, especially on dirt when it can be unpredictable.
For sure.
When in doubt, just body it up.
Hey, not this year quite as much, but I thought the last 2 years you should have got hazardous duty pay for playing shortstop because you were getting bad bounces all the time.
Yeah, I'm finally glad Tim got new sods. That was really nice.
Now the bad hops moved over to second.
That's fine with me.
Acker's first pitch to Oswald was a ball. We have a guest this game. Denny Moyer is going to come up for the fourth inning, and we're going to be interviewing him. So make sure you stick around your monitors and look forward to that. Riley has agreed to give up his headset and take a seat in the back row where Euchre sits.
Absolutely no problem giving up my seat for Denny. That guy is someone special, especially this whole city of Sheboygan.
Yeah, he's an icon in the city, that's for sure. He's in the Sheboygan A's Hall of Fame, the State League Hall of Fame, and there's a state baseball organization that he's in that Hall of Fame, and quite a track record for Denny.
He's one of those guys where when he talks to you, you soak up all the information you can. A lot of wise words coming out of that guy.
That's why our fans will want to stick around to hear that interview.
Oh yes, I'll be listening closely to that one.
Oswald goes down. Strikeout number 2 for Jude Eckert. And that brings up Henry Paznansky. Who's batting? So isn't Paznansky's not batting? Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Can't trust Milwaukee in their lineups.
Zielinski, the hitter. Wonder if he's a relation to the pitcher Zielinski.
It's a line shot right past Huddy.
Give him a base hit. Okay. Oh, they got 11 hitters. That's why.
Yes, I think Tim said we were also batting.
We're batting 10.
Yeah. Get everyone some at bats before the postseason hits.
So give Zielinski a base hit. And now it's Paznansky. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I can sneak a 10th guy in there, but 11 is going to be pretty tough. 2-0 is a count to Henry, the manager. Oh, big swing and a miss.
It's a good showing here in Sheboygan. I think we got Dollar Wiener Night tonight.
Yeah, it's an awesome crowd, actually.
It's always a banger when Wieners are in town. Twist it. Jimmy with the scoop, with the drop, but also the pickup to get the double play.
All right, so that was a 6-3 putout.
Yes.
Zielinski out at second on the first play, and then the throw back to first to get Paznansky to complete the double play. And
I'm sorry, that's a 6-4-3 double play.
Okay, we'll go that way too. That works. But it's a double play anyway, and we're out of the second inning. They're starting to threaten again, but take a short break and be right back. Jimmy Jurgensen's going to lead off the bottom of the second. Jimmy's having quite a year.
Yeah, he started off real hot in some deep fly balls. Looking to stay hot. I know when he's going well, he's going middle away, line drive over the shortstop's head, so looking for more of that.
Count is 2-0 to Jimmy.
Just being in the dugout every day with Jimmy, he's a personality, that's for sure. He's not afraid to make you smile.
Jimmy teaches physical education down in Racine at one of the private schools.
No better career path for that guy right there. That's right up his alley.
That swing and a miss makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jimmy going the other way, dumps it in the left field for a base hit. He rounds the bag hard, but pulls up and retreats back to first. Solid base hit for Jimmy.
Looking to stretch for 2, but I think he knows his speed's not quite there.
That might have been a double for you. You might have been in the second standing up.
Only coasting doubles with me. Only coasting doubles. Gotta preserve the legs.
Nick Argersinger is up. And I believe this might be Nick's first appearance with the A's this year.
No better time to make your A's debut than the last home game of the year.
Let the fans get to know you.
See if he can make a statement.
As I look at the preseason lineups that were given to us, Nick's name does not appear on here, so we have no information about him.
Yeah, we've had a couple guys make their Sheboygan A's debut. My old roommate Robbie Knorr, who might be tuning in, made his pitching debut about a week ago. It's good to see him in an A's uniform.
Oh yeah. Why hasn't he been pitching with the A's more?
You know, that's a question for him, but I don't get much answers out of that guy anyway, so. All right, A's debut, and you get a single. Can't ask for much more.
Yeah, right. Jimmy pulls up at second. That's going to be Lucas Lemons up. Lucas has had a nice, early on, he seemed to be playing a little more, and then all of a sudden there was a large gap where he didn't play much, and or if he played, it was on the road, but he looks to be a pretty strong defender.
Yeah, very strong. I've seen him play here at Marion University, and very strong defender, above average hitter, I'd say, as well.
Does have a double to his credit. Steps in hitting .235.
So I know he does coach travel baseball on the weekends, so.
Ty Witek, big catcher, does the same thing. That's why he doesn't get many at-bats. I saw he played the other night. Ty, only 6 games, but he does have 3 hits and 7 trips to the plate, so he's hitting .429.
Make the most out of his opportunities.
Yes, nice to have him a little more often. Big guy, too. Wind is blowing to out to left, and we saw that in the first inning with the home run by A.J. Kisting. Count is 2-1. Sheboygan has runners on first and second. Nobody out. There's a drive out to center field and deep.
Tag Jimmy.
But coming over and making the grab.
Oh, Jimmy, no.
Center fielder. Throw is going to get Jimmy at third. He went back to tag, but even if he was tagging right from the beginning, I think probably wasn't going to work out so great.
Tell you what, I think the trailer was still attached.
Now there's 2 outs. Hargersinger's still on at first. There's a line drive to right by Kearns, but right at the right fielder who makes the grab, and what looked like a promising start to the second inning turned out to be a whimper.
Just found out today it's a 7-inning game, so make sure people here get their wieners down.
Scott Kodash is up, drills one to deep left. Sand back, and can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
That is what we like to call no communication.
It looked like it probably could have been the center fielder's ball.
Yeah, you got some new guys out there, so I wonder if the chemistry's not quite there yet.
Now, it wouldn't have been so bad with me out there because I was a pitcher, but I was an outfielder before I was a pitcher.
Are you calling that ball?
If I was a left fielder, I'd let the center fielder go and get it
Nothing wrong with that.
because he's probably faster than me. Back to the top of the order, Deneau, who walked and scored in the first, is up again. Man on second, nobody out. Just found out, oh, you said it was a 7-inning game. That's too bad. Yeah, not a good hold. The runner, Kodash, had a running start and steals third. Man on third with nobody out. 2 strikes on the batter, Deneau. See if we can get a strikeout.
Say, looking in the A's dugout, looks like we're a little thin tonight. Like I said, I know we have Tim's son in the bullpen. I know we got a couple other position players looking to pitch, so I guess we'll have to see what happens tonight.
Line drive to left. Solid base hit by the Tropics leadoff hitter.
Looking to stretch into 2, and he got him. Oh, he dropped it.
Well, Deneau was thinking double right off the bat because he was screaming out of the batter's box, running hard. And we all agree he was out, but he was called safe, and nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, I don't know if he got it right in the palm, the ball bounced out or what. But I did see the ball on dirt, so good call by the ump there. Not often do I say that.
David Kyler Kyer is the batter. David singled and scored in the first. And it's now a 5-0 lead for Milwaukee.
Tell you what, it's interesting seeing no errors on the scoreboard. Must be a few mental errors up there. Not playing great defensively, but a lot of game left.
Looks to be a hitter's night. Wind blowing out, and Sheboygan did have a good start to the second with a couple of hits. And Tropics have been hitting the ball well. Hopefully Sheboygan can come back, make a good game of it.
There's a
Big
big
swing and a miss. CJ, when is our next game? Is that no, next game? Is that the one at Kenosha? Monday at Kenosha. It's a makeup of a suspended game. We're up 7-4. It's a 7-inning game.
I think it was
they're
through
in
the second
third
inning, or just finished the second inning, I thought, or maybe it was the third
inning. I
Third
think
inning?
it is. I know they're going to go all the way down there for not a whole ball game.
Important game though. If we
Yep.
win both our remaining state league regular season games, we will win
The championship.
the state league championship for the first time since I think 2002.
It's been a while for sure.
I was 1 year old, so.
Last one was 2000.
So before I was born.
Yeah, it's about time, don't you think?
I think we're due.
Ball
My
gets
ball
by
gets away.
Palmquist. By the way, Connor Palmquist, no relation to you.
No, I actually talked to him one of the first practices, and we had a good chat about it. Nope, found out I am more Norwegian. So
You've got that fair skin.
I burn real easy. No sunscreen is safe with me.
Is that why you got all the tattoos on your arm?
Yes. Gotta save all the skin as I can. SPF 100, still get burned.
Pitch looked pretty good, but called ball. Three and two is the count. It's early, and we're already barking up a storm up here in the press box. Come on, ump. There's a ball hit
That's
hard
a
to
ball
right.
don't lie moment
And
right
that's
there.
going to hit off the Bud Light sign. And coasting in the second with an RBI double is Klyer. Boy, that ball was hit hard.
Kind of makes you think if that last one was called a strike.
Yeah, what could have been?
Makes it 1 out. Good news is you can't get tossed from the press box, so that's why I am up here.
I could have. I was umpiring a game. I could have tossed a guy from up here in the press box, right, CJ? I was umpiring. What was the song you played? Three Blind Mice?
I think there's a video on Instagram where it was like a minor league game where the umpire tossed the whoever was doing music because they played that.
Dan Hampton got thrown out after singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at Wrigley Field. He said something about the umpiring. Guy turned around, threw him out.
Hell, you gotta get your money's worth.
But I remember the game, and I remember walking out after, and one of the fans said to me, "Don't you think you should do something about that?" And I said, "I know the kid. I'll talk to him after." And we did. How can you throw a guy out when he goes to the same church as you?
It makes an awkward confrontation when you do see him at church.
Well, that's the problem. We never saw him there. And Ketterhagen up. Good stop that time by Connor. It's been all Tropics, and maybe it is a good thing it's only a 7-inning game.
Am I the bad luck going up here?
No, it's definitely not you. That last pitch that Clyer hit, that was a hanging breaking ball. That was screaming hit me when it came in.
Jew getting back in the zone.
Now I noticed, Riley, that you've not like run over to coach first or any of that kind of stuff, but do you help out when you're here in the dugout talking to the guys or
Oh yeah, absolutely.
coaching them up a little bit?
I went to the Lombard trip. I come to all the home games. Jimmy with a nice play at first. Yeah, I try to first base coach most I can. Hand out candy if they get on base. I love hanging out with the guys. You know, they love being
yeah.
around me. I love being around them. So
You're an easy guy to be around.
I take pride in that. I'm an approachable guy.
There's something to be said for that, and I mean that seriously.
I appreciate that. Always looking to have fun out there.
Kisting is up.
A little bloop singular, right? We call that when a dying quail.
That was actually Gabe Zielinski. We're going to have to go back over this score sheet that Bill passed down here.
Everything going right for the Tropics today. Ball is hit hard, rounding the bases. Ball's not hit hard, rounding the bases. Can't catch a break. Looks like a new pitcher for Sheboygan. Looks like Kendall. I think this is his Sheboygan A's debut tonight as well. Yeah, looking at the stat sheet, I don't think Kendall has made an appearance, though, this year.
What's his last name?
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. We usually just call him Kendall. I know he's got 2 kids.
We're checking on our sheet. Do you have him on, is he on the pitcher sheet?
He's not on the pitching sheet.
Bill, do you got a last name on this kid? Interiel. Kendall Interiel. Okay, good.
Well, pitching change. See a few fans going down and grabbing themselves some hot dogs.
By the way, we have a great crowd here tonight. A lot of people. And it's unfortunate they're not seeing a better game.
Gives them time to go to the concession stand, get some dollar wieners. Help Meesfields out. Thank you for Meesfields for having the wieners out today.
Yeah. Should take a trip out to Meesfields. They got some good stuff out there.
Yeah, great meat.
Award-winning brats.
Love their brats, love their teriyaki meat sticks. Can't go wrong.
So you know all about that place.
Oh, yeah. Actually, just went there recently, grabbed my roommate's dog, the world's largest bone.
Jax Calverley is up. Jax was a strikeout victim his first time.
Kendall just looking for ways to get outs here. Nothing too special here.
Just found out that Greenville is beating Menasha 4-0. That's an important game for Sheboygan. If Menasha wins that game, Sheboygan will get a home playoff game in the Newble.
Kind of sounds like going to be road warriors this year.
Yeah, I remember driving up to Menasha last year for game 2. It was a bad game for Sheboygan. We got hammered, but I remember talking to, and I don't remember his name, but he's an old timer. I mean, he played when I played 50 years ago, and he said, we got no pitching left. And they came to Sheboygan and just got hammered. In game 3, and we wound up winning the state league, or the
Yeah, I knew
Newble.
if we made it to game 3, I knew they would be depleted on pitching, and I think we should. I think we won 12-0, something like that.
Yeah, it was a big win. Call, strike 3.
It's a good pitch there. Almost froze the catcher.
2 outs now in the inning. DiCarlo up. Eli is the Tropics catcher. Flew out to center deep back to end the first inning. So I can't remember now. It was one of the Chicago teams, Riley. They had a kid on their team. His name was Mike Martin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any affiliation?
No relation whatsoever. But it was a doubleheader that day, and I was going to go down and say something to him. And I was walking down the steps, and he was coming from the dugout over, and I said, Mike Martin? And he said, yeah. And I said, meet Mike Martin. And you know what he said? Oh, I listen to you all the time. You really sound great. And I'm like, really?
It's the voice
Being
of the
from
Sheboygan A's
Chicago?
right there. Voice of the Sheboygan A's.
But I mean, he's from Chicago. He's listening to us all the time. Come on.
Tell you what, must be doing something right.
Hey, but you know what? He never met me before, and he did know I do announcing, so.
It's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah, right. He could be, yeah. Well, just to make amends with Mike, that's my favorite of all the opponents who've ever played. That was my favorite name, Mike Martin. And the next one was Tyler Martini. 3-1 is the count. DiCarlo ahead on the count, looking to get
It's
a
a
hit.
good pitch right there.
3 runs in so far for the Tropics this inning. They lead at 7-0. We're not even through 3 innings, and they already have 8 hits. Call, strike
There's a
3.
paint job right there.
Good job by.
On the corner.
And after 2.5, it's been all Tropics. Emmett Salen's going to lead off the inning for Sheboygan.
Emmett, usually a catcher, playing right field today.
I was watching, like I said, the game last night in Appleton, and I saw where Cal Casper was out and right.
Oh yeah,
So he plays outfield, infield, catcher, pitcher.
that's a Swiss Army knife right there. There's a base hit. Yeah, Tim's been having to work some magic this year. Not a lot of guys showing up this year, so props to him for putting together a lineup that is still in contention for the State League Championship.
Nolan Sand is up. Sand hit a home run last year.
He'll surprise you every now and then. Talking to him at Lombard, it's the most I've ever heard him talk, so.
Well, you know they got to be at the game to hear him. They can't hear. They
You're
can't
right.
hear you not here.
You're right. Oh.
Oh my!
One thing after another for the Sheboygan A's.
Line drive right to Oswald, who caught it and then stepped on the bag for the unassisted double play.
So I feel like Bob Uecker calling a major league game in the movie.
Yeah.
Not a lot going right today.
Kolowski, Ty, coming up to bat for the 5th time this season. He's hitting 400, 2 for 5. I think he was with Kewaskum. Was that it?
I think it was with Addison. He lives in Illinois. He comes up a lot for the weekends. He either stays with Harry or myself. There's a nice line drive up the middle.
So he's basically at the end of his career, and I know he's a little older than most of the guys, but quite a player. Catcher mostly, I think, through his playing when he was playing regularly with Addison.
Yeah, I think he won a couple batting titles with Addison, whatever leagues they're in, just talking to him. So he has a nice veteran appearance to have him for the Sheboygan A's. Back to the top of the order with Ames.
Ames takes that first pitch for a strike.
Looking for more two-out magic here. Needs something going our way.
Oh boy, that was in the other batter's box and was called a strike.
Yeah, we can't go fishing there.
He might have to go fishing now with 2 strikes.
I think Ames is shocked that was called the ball.
So were we. It was a little high. Not that that matters, but
Sometimes you just got to flip a coin.
called strike 3.
And tails was the answer.
Ball definitely looked outside the strike zone, and you know, for strike 2, that's one thing. But when you get called strike 3 on pitching on in the zone, that a little discouraging. But after 3 complete, Milwaukee on top, 7-0. We're getting ready to start the fourth inning. The final numbers for Jude Ackert, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and did allow a home run. Not a good outing for Jude.
So kind of living off the corners, he was more so living middle, and obviously I think that's what cost him in the long run.
Lucas will often say about pitchers being wild, you know, you can also be wild in the strike zone, and that can hurt you also. And that's what you're talking about.
Oh yes, nothing's more scary on the other end of having a guy that throws hard and not being accurate, and you don't know where it is. As a hitter, though, we love the free meatballs.
The get me in fastball, huh? Whoa, up and in. Kendall and Tiriel still on the mound. He finished out the third inning in style, getting 2 called strikeouts. Now he's facing Lucas Oswald, the first baseman, who's had a couple of fine plays defensively. 3-1 now to Lucas. So Riley, when you're up there hitting, what I always think, like when it's 2-0 on the batter, you know the pitcher wants to come up with a strike. That's one of the better times to be ripping at the ball. What's your count that you like to think is a good count to hit at?
I'm definitely if there's a first pitch fastball that is middle, I am 99% of the time swinging. Now, unless the 2 people in front of me got a first pitch out, so I'll take a couple pitches, but other than that, I'm looking for mostly all heaters. Obviously, 2 strikes, doing what I can to protect, but you just can't go wrong with that first pitch fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, Jared Zielinski up.
Hall of Fame presence.
We just got word from Rick Baumgart that Denny Moyer will not be able to make it up to the press box today. He is in the stands watching the game. Hopefully we'll get him up here if we get that home game on Tuesday. We need Menasha to win tonight.
Yeah, we need a little comeback there.
2-2 is the count. Oswald's on at first with a walk. Bouncing ball right back in. Tiriel makes a bad throw. He did the right thing. He spun around to throw to second, but very bad throw. And the Tropics are going to have runners on first and second with nobody out. Key is throw it to the base.
Throw it to the base. The shortstop, second base will be there. Sheboygan A are the bad news bears tonight.
That good? Big breaking ball is in there for a strike.
Need Tim to channel his inner Buttermaker and get the squad together, rally the troops.
Manager Henry Poznansky is up. Henry takes a pitch high and tight. Thought he got hit.
Kind of looked like he got hit.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Maybe the umpire blinked.
That's what Tim wants right now, one of those.
Oh yeah, nice cold Michelob. He might have his own stash somewhere down there, who knows.
2 balls and 1 strike. Ball's fouled straight back off the netting. Jackson Tillman in the house tonight. You know Jackson.
Oh yes, legendary bat boy.
I like that, legendary. Pitch just off the corner. 3-2. Introduced myself to Jackson early in the year and shook his hand. He almost broke it.
Got a little strength to him.
Good breaking ball. And striking out is Poznanski. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Zach Deneau. But I got it all right now. Pitch is up high. I believe what they're doing is DHing. They're DHing for the second baseman. That's
what they're doing.
Yeah. He's technically a DH.
Tell you what, you don't really see that often.
No, that's high school ball kind of stuff.
Yeah. I say we let the second baseman hit. Up 7-0.
Yeah, really.
Maybe it'll help us out.
Bouncing ball to Wagner. He's got it over to second for one.
On the transfer.
That is a bad call. He was transferring the ball to his throwing hand and dropped it. The play had already been made at second. Well, the guy that ran to second ran off the field like he was out, so call him out. 5-4 put out at second base. Oswald goes to third, and Deneau is on at first base on a fielder's choice. And easy stolen base.
Did hang on to the ball that time.
That's a positive.
Gotta get the positives whenever you can get them.
Exactly, exactly. First pitch, we got a ball on the scoreboard. I thought he had said it was a strike, but we'll call it ball one.
Good curveball there.
Kleiner takes that second pitch for a strike. It's 1-1. There are 2 outs. Interior trying to work out of the jam. Runner on second and third, actually. Ball bounced foul. We were wondering the other day, because we were watching Tim. It was a pretty close game, and he was flashing signs once in a while. Does he pretty much let you guys on your own on the bases, or does he want a little more? Called strike 3 on Kleiner. We'll come back to that conversation about Tim and signs when we come back, but after 3.5, it's still Milwaukee on top. Back here at Wildwood Park, Sheboygan is going to send up Hudson Wagner, Connor Palmquist, and Jimmy Jurgensen in the fourth inning. They're looking for a big comeback win. They're down by 7. Let's continue talking about Tim Moyer and, like stolen bases kind of thing. Does he kind of leave you guys on your own, or?
Yeah, for the most part, he leaves us on our own. I know, obviously, some guys that know they're not going to be stealing, look for the signs, but other than that, you pretty much have the green light unless, obviously, you get caught stealing, then your leash kind of gets pulled a little bit, but Tim makes it pretty easy out there. Just go out there, have fun.
Lets you play.
Yep. At the end of the day, it's summer baseball. Like, obviously, we're still looking to win the State League Championship and Newble Championship, but all of us have played baseball at a high level, so we kind of all know the situations and when to go, when to not go. So,
Sacrifice bunts, that would come mostly from him, or is that again? Because I know like Haas is a pretty good bunter. It seems like.
yeah, we usually try not to bunt a lot. Obviously, when situations arise, when we obviously first comes first, when we want to win a game, we'll lay down the bunt sign. But not many times Tim will just let us go out there and hit.
I know it's summer baseball, like you said, and you guys you want to be hitting. You
Yeah.
want to get ready for your college season and improve as a ball player. And doing a lot of bunting, doesn't really accomplish that. But like you mentioned, when you're getting to the end of the season and it's a crucial play, then things change a little bit. Foul ball and not made by the
Hot
first
potato.
baseman.
Hot potato.
What do you think, Riley? We giving him an error or cutting him some slack?
Technically, I don't think that's an error. I guess we'll have to see what. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right, since we don't know on this end. Yeah, it's
like
pretty
Willie Mays style.
Not an easy play by any means. Right.
Routine for a Jimmy Jurgensen. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Line drive up the middle. Nice pick by the shortstop Kisting, and he made the throw across. And Wagner's out.
Even when we do put a ball in play, just right at someone.
Connor Palmquist up next. Connor's got the best sports number ever. Number 25.
Not gonna lie, I thought 23 was the best sports number.
Ryan Sandberg.
Michael Jordan.
Who's that? He has he was number. What number did he didn't wear? 23 when he played baseball.
Oh, not baseball. No, I don't know what he did when he played baseball. I have to go watch Space Jam.
Dig it out of your baseball library or a movie library.
Oh yes, National Lampoon is up there. Bull Durham's always a classic.
Ooh, I got that one at home.
Just watched that one the other day.
Fouled off. We're hoping for a Menasha win tonight over Greenville. That means we will have a home playoff game on Tuesday. If we're not able to give you that information before the end of our ball game, you're going to have to check the Sheboygan A's website.
So I don't know if we have an update on that score at all.
The last we heard, it was 4-0, Bill. 5-1, bottom of the 5th. That is a 9-inning game, I believe. And Palmquist goes down on strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Jimmy's up. Were you up in Menasha the other night when, can't remember the kid's name, but he threw a shutout. We lost 1-0?
I was not, but Tim did tell me all about that one.
I think that guy shut us down earlier in the year here in Sheboygan.
Yeah, I do remember that one. That's a good quality pitcher right there that we have yet to figure out. Hoping to get another crack at it in the postseason against him.
Jimmy rips that first delivery foul down the right field side. Jimmy leads the club in games played with 47 and at bats with 143. And he's tied with Harry for the all-important RBI lead at 34. And is tied with Harry with 6 home runs. Jimmy was hitting 280 when he started tonight. That's up a little bit with his base hit to left.
Jimmy having a quality year. It was good to see.
Yeah, him and Harry were both right around that. I think Harry was actually above the 400 mark. Jimmy was like at 380, 390, and you just know that's not going to continue like that. I mean, Harry maybe.
Yeah, Harry's known for keeping that up. So you always wonder when guys finish college or have been out of college, when they haven't played since their last Sheboygan game, what their live at bats are going to be for their first couple weeks. And Jimmy showed a lot of promise there. It looks like he's still keeping it up, which is nice. It's what the team needs.
Ball is hit out to deep left, right down the line, and
Oh.
coming over, and not being able to make the catch was the left fielder, and Jimmy's in with the stand-up double. Overran that ball.
Must have gotten caught in the twilight.
David Klyer was the left fielder, couldn't make the play.
Been a couple of miscues out there in the outfield from both teams. Wonder if the sky has been playing a factor, the wind.
Nick Argersinger's up. Nick singled in the second, his first at bat. Takes that pitch for a strike.
Matter of fact, I'm still waiting for my first hot dog. I asked someone to bring one up. They must be wanting me to starve up here.
Really? Should have had Bummy go get you one.
Unless the line's super long, which also could be since it is Dollar Dog Night.
Speaking of super long lines, we were in the bouncing ball to first. Oswald picks it up and steps on the bag for the third out. We'll have to finish that thought when we come back. After 4 complete, it's been all Milwaukee. Talking inflatables, Riley and Jacob Neese did race each other. It wasn't much of a race, but
I know how to pick my opponents to get an easy win. Jacob Neese, if you're watching, I appreciate you.
Brady Ketterhagen is up. Brady's got a nice night going, single and a double, and 2 RBIs. I'd bring up what I was going to talk about when we went to break, but I can't remember what it was.
We had some nice conversations in between the break here.
Great crowd. Oh, I know what it was. It was about the number of fans in the stands tonight. And we were well into the second inning, and that line was still out into the parking lot. And we figure they're mostly here for the dollar hot dogs.
You'd have to think. I know I'm usually, obviously, not in the press box. An honor to be in the press box tonight, but I never really get to see how long the lines usually get.
There have been nights when, well, tonight was probably the longest all year, but there have been other nights when they've been outside, down into the parking lot pretty far. But I think Milwaukee brought quite a few people to watch them play tonight, too.
Yeah, I see a few Tropics fans out there on the right here.
Ketterhagen draws a walk. Kendall Interiel still on the mound for Sheboygan. We mentioned as making his A's debut, at least this season. I don't remember if Kendall played with us last year. Do you remember?
Kendall did make some appearances last year. I know this is his first this year.
Ball hit up in the air and foul ground, and moving over is Wagner, and he makes the catch.
It's a nice little can of corn there.
Wagner's another guy that's come on as the season has progressed. He was well under 200 a few weeks ago, and the biggest concern I had, you know, when he's coming up to bat with these early season at bats, was the amount of strikeouts. I mean, he was striking out almost half the time, and right now he's up to 245, and his strikeout rate is much better.
So I know one thing that helped him with, especially with his speed, just hit the ball on the ground. It's a lot easier to beat out a infield grounder than it is to hopefully
and
have
beat
the
out a
outfielder
pop up to short.
Yep. That was one of the adjustments I know he made. So it's always good to see people make mid-season adjustments and have it turn around their season.
Gabe Zielinski fouls that one back. Now I can tell you this, Riley, all season I've never seen the umpire turn around, walk that far back to pick up a foul ball. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, it's just the first time I've ever seen it this year.
Yeah, I would say usually we have, well, Jackson was out there. I think the umpire just beat him to that one, but I'm just trying to get into the steps for the day.
I think it was earlier this month, and I don't remember who the other team was, but they brought along a bad boy.
Yeah, I think that was the Chicago Rippers, I thought.
The Rippers racing for balls, him and Jackson. It was kind of comical. There's a drive out to right. And coming in and making the catch was Emmett Salen. Good play by him. Not bad for a catcher, huh? Looks like Jax Calverley is up. So, not to get too academic in the press box, but I just got done reading a book. Actually, it was a series of books. One was called The White Company, and then a companion to that was Sir Nigel. And one of the guys in the book was like a big wheel, a duke or something, or a lord in England, and his last name was Calverley.
Oh, really?
So I wonder if this guy doesn't have some English roots. You know what I'm saying?
Very well could be, yeah. I definitely get what you're saying. I was just trying to think back to the last book I read, and tell you what, I think it was Dire the Wimpy Kid.
Was that back in 8th grade?
Actually, no, it was like 3 years ago. I was bored one day, so I'm going to read a book, and just happened to be Dire the Wimpy Kid. I'm not going to read a 600-page book.
Well, I just started a 400-page book. got 20 in. I mean, that's pretty dang good
Yeah.
for me. 20 pages in a day.
I like books with pictures. Help breaks it up a little bit.
This one has absolutely none.
I'd struggle. I'd struggle mightily.
How about like a biography where it has maybe 400 pages, but it's got almost 10 pages of pictures in the middle?
It's
You
like
gotta
a
like
nice
that.
little summer break right there. There's a good catch out there and left.
Sandman on the grab. And that ends the Tropics 5th. Take us to the bottom of the half of the inning. Oh, we might have to kick Riley out of the press box. Eating a hot dog with ketchup.
Finally got my wiener.
You're
Took until the bottom of the
if you're a
fifth, but we're
Chicago
here.
guy, they give you a lot of heat for. I don't even think they have ketchup at the concession stands in Chicago.
I'm not even a big hot dog guy, but when there's dollar wieners present, there will be wieners eaten.
Did they make you pay for that?
If so, it's part of my tab. Tab's still open.
Oh,
I put on Tim's.
There you go. What a guy.
You probably won't even notice.
You know, he was looking for, since Kenny Nazy's not helping him this year, he's looking for a guy, and I think you'd be an excellent choice.
Oh, yeah. Love the team, love the guys here. I'll do whatever I can to help the organization.
You can be the hard guy, the guy that yells and screams and swears at him.
I
That'd be a good part for you.
See, with my personality, I don't know if I could do all the hard yelling and stuff. I'd be the soft, positive
You know,
uplifter.
I know who could do that. Ty could do that. Being a hockey guy. Ty was saying he ran hockey camp this last week, right? Or was it a couple weeks now? Today? And had. That's what I said. Pay attention. CJ only half listens. That's better than usual. Anyway, kids weren't listening to Ty. Give me 10. Or was it 5? 5 push-ups. 3-2 count. Yeah, it was Hudson.
I think it's pretty unanimous up here that the best hockey movie ever made is Miracle on Ice, right?
What?
Miracle on Ice, best hockey movie ever made.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't beat it.
Kurt Russell. Honestly, I just watched that about 2 weeks ago.
For the first time?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was
gotta
going
watch
to
that
get a
one
little
more than
upset.
once.
I was a little upset there.
I like that scene where he's got, after the one game, where he's got him skating back and forth, for it seemed like hours.
Tell you what, throughout my life, that's one of the best pregame speeches of all time.
Yeah, and that was the original speech too in the movie. But I was gonna say, those kind of movies based on real life and the real life happening. I mean, that was just unbelievable. You think about pro hockey players being beaten by a bunch of college guys.
That ball's
Their
lifted
ball.
out of here.
Get out.
Moxon with a home run.
Moxon Kearns. 2-run homer. And Sheboygan finally on the board.
Kid's got a little pop to him.
For Kearns, that's his first extra base hit of the year.
That was a good swing.
Put a good rip on it.
Tell you what, at the beginning of the game, if you'd have told me Moxon would have hit a 2-run home run, I probably would have had a couple more Michelobes. Good to see finally some life in the Sheboygan A's.
Emmett sailing up. Emmett singled and was doubled off when Nolan Sand, the on-deck hitter, hit a line drive right to Oswald at first. Gabe Zielinski still on the hill for the Tropics. He's actually pitching a pretty nice ball game. There's a line drive to the gap in right center field. Cut off by the right fielder Calverley, and holds Salem to a single. Good play out there.
Tell you what, hits are contagious. Don't let the A's get hot.
Nolan Sand up. We mentioned he had a bomb last year in limited action too. He didn't get many at bats being a pitcher, but it's one of those games where not many people show up, and all of a sudden you're out there.
Tell you what, I've told Nolan Sand plenty of times. With that last name, you got to have Enter Sandman as your walk-up song. There's just missed opportunity there.
You know, another unfortunate injury that really started off the year was Reinflesch.
Yeah,
with his arm.
Not really gotten back to form yet. I know he's pitched a few times, but
he's not been the same, Brad.
Nope, his velo's down, pitches aren't moving. But it's kind of tough because at this point in the season, we need pitchers, and he wants to obviously go out there and compete. So we let him, but it's just a tough year for him.
What's so tough with that is that when he goes out there, he wants to throw 200 pitches and go all the way, and you just can't afford to do that, especially at this point of the season.
So I think Father Time has finally caught up to him with how many 180 pitch games he's had in his life.
So you think that's had a
I
role in
think it
what's
definitely
happening
could be
this
part
year.
of it. Not saying it's the entire thing. I think bad luck is one thing, but Brad might be the only pitcher I've ever known to throw 180 pitches and want to throw a bullpen the next day.
He's a regular. I mean, he hits infield and really helps out a lot with the team. So you got to give him credit for that. And he's the kind of guy, I always like to say, he's a baseball player. It doesn't matter. You can put him in any position and he'll, be pretty decent, and he's a good hitter. Right back to the mound. Throw to second is a good one for the out, and a relay to first in time. And a 1-6-3 double play, and there's 2 outs in the 5th. Ay. You know what that is, Riley? A pitcher's best friend, that double play.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier in the game. Got to tie up 2 outs, bottom of the order here, looking to get on base for the top of the order.
Yeah, and would have been nice to get a couple of guys on for Ty because he's a really good hitter.
Yeah.
You'd mentioned about
hit earlier in the game too.
Right, having batting titles in the state league, and it's getting near the end of his rope, but he can still give you a good at bat.
He's one of those guys where, he may be up there in his career, but definitely a great person to be around.
Yeah, I had a chance to meet him in the stands after a game much earlier this year. He was talking with Denny, actually, and he seemed very personable.
just another guy that's wants to play baseball and have fun. So that's exactly what the Sheboygan A's is all about.
Where did you hear about Sheboygan in terms of playing after or actually the last couple of years of your college career too?
Before I play for Sheboygan, I play for another state league team, the Burlington Barons,
Oh, there's going back a few years.
and I had college teammates that play for Sheboygan. The great Davis Wilson, Mac Doherty. So
All right,
just
those names.
talking to them, and they kept talking up how well ran of an organization this was, and I kind of want to be a part of that. So
That was
I think
great.
it was after my junior or sophomore year I decided to make the switch to Sheboygan, and tell you what, I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Well, it's nice to hear that. I don't know if you know this, but I played for the A's back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah, 68 to 72. Then I came back and played the 75 season. I was in the service for a couple of years.
There you just can't get enough of the A's.
Yeah. Then I went out and played at a small community just north of here. I know
Okay.
you've heard of them, Howard's Grove.
Yep.
So I wasn't good enough, so I didn't get a whole lot of playing time here. But yeah, I love playing with the A's, and glad to hear you say good things about the city and that.
Oh, absolutely. This is a well-ran organization. Denny and his wife have put massive amount of time into this place, and it shows. I mean, we have a good crowd tonight. People want to come to the ballpark. Shows a lot what Denny has done throughout the years to build this place up.
Swinging a foul on that pitch. Alex Ames is up. Alex sitting at the plate with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. We have Ty over at first base. Koluski. That was a strike 2 innings ago.
That it was, it changes per inning. That's one thing I've learned about umpires.
It's a floating strike zone.
Nothing beats a umpire when it's in the middle of their spring season. It's 35 degrees on a doubleheader day, and they
And
just
they're
want to get out
squeezing.
of there. Yep. Had a ball bounce, and it got called a strike, and I was just in disbelief. So definitely some characters out there.
3-2 is the pitch, and inside a ball, awfully close
Good
to
eyes by
take.
Ames there. Looking to gain back some momentum here.
Hudson Wagner up. Hudson, not a real big guy, but he's got some power in that bat. He's got 6 doubles and a triple. Home run would be real nice.
Say another Sheboygan A that I'd love to see at their first home run of the year right about now. Crawl back in this game a little bit.
Exactly. We're in the bottom of the 5th of a 7-inning game, so there's not a lot of time left.
I swear Tim changed it from a 9 to a 7 because he didn't want me up here too long.
Maybe that was it, CJ. Change it to a 7 when they heard Riley was up in the press box. Bouncing ball out to short. Play's going to be to first, and it's in time. Good hustle by Hudson, but he couldn't beat the throw, and that ends the 5th, but not before Sheboygan comes up with 2 runs. At the end of 5, it's Milwaukee 7 and the A's 2. Getting ready to start the sixth inning. Kyle Moyer now on the hill for Sheboygan. Kendall and Tyriel had a nice outing. Went 2 2/3. Did not allow any runs and didn't allow any hits either.
Looking to make his dad proud over there.
Four strikeouts for Kendall and 2 walks. Good outing for him. Kyle pitched with Sheboygan a few years ago. Probably the main issue with Kyle, the times that I've seen him pitch, is just throwing strikes. If he can find the strike zone, he'll be okay.
I wonder having Tim on the. Oh, there's a good play by Huddy at third. And the scoop.
Nice play on both. Yeah, nice play on both ends by Wagner and Jurgensen. DiCarlo out. That brings up Lucas Oswald, who's made a name for himself in the ball game on defense, not so much on offense. How's the dog, by the way?
Oh, that hot dog. I can see why there's a long line. It's a quality dog.
They're not the normal hot dogs that we serve at the ballpark.
Yeah, they're more crunchy. I like it.
Yeah.
Good flavor. The ketchup adds a nice touch.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I'd rather eat my hot dog plain.
Tell you what, I was not afraid, especially when playing during Dollar Dog Night, to have a hot dog in the back pocket in the batter's box.
Were you allowed to eat it in the dugout?
Oh, yeah. And anytime you can, always have it in the back pocket, on the field, didn't matter.
So I don't remember the movie, but they were questioning the, it might have been the one about the Black Sox scandal. I can't remember the name of it now.
I can't either.
Anyway, they were questioning one of the players why he didn't slide. It's because he had his tobacco in his back pocket. He didn't want to.
That's a valid excuse.
So, guys, what was the name of that movie about the Black Sox scandal? Bill, you should know this. 9 Men Out. I don't think that's the correct title, but I get the idea. 8 Men Out? No. How about 12 Angry Men? Oh, no, that's what. 8 Men Out is the correct title. Oswald draws a walk, by the way. We were pretty busy talking movies trivia. That brings up Jacob Zielinski. I think that's his first. Got it right. Usually I wait for Bill.
No, that's fair.
Every once in a while I guess and get it right. There have been times, Riley, when guy will come up and I'm not sure the pronunciation. You announce it different each time. Hopefully, one of the three,
right.
you hit on it. 1 out, man on first. We're in the top of the 6th inning. It's been all Milwaukee. They started off with 4 runs in the first. The big blow was a 3-run home run by A.J. Kisting, the Tropics shortstop. Last we heard, Menasha was trailing Greenville by a score of 5-1.
I think we updated. Was that 5-4 now?
Is that what they said? Do we have an update on that Menasha score?
5-4.
Top of the 7th, 5-4. Greenville up.
Menasha crawling back, though. Love to get another home game here.
Shorter drive.
It is a shorter drive.
Count is 2-2. 3-2. Thank you, Bill. And Moyer with another walk. I mentioned earlier that if Tim can throw strikes, he's can be pretty good, but can't be walking a lot of guys. That takes us to the DH, Henry Poznansky. Henry is 0 for 2.
We had Mr. Miyagi in the booth over here.
Where are the chopsticks? Oh, Poznansky's hit, and that loads the bases with 1 out. That takes us to the top of the order with Zach Deneau up.
Like you were saying earlier, what was the pitcher's best friend in this situation here?
Yeah, double play ball. Yeah,
that'd
he's
be
one
nice.
pitch from getting out of the inning. Ball hit foul near the A's dugout, but sails out of play. I'd feel more comfortable about that double play with you out there at short.
Yeah, I definitely love playing on this field. It was honestly just playing in front of all these fans always pumped me up. So
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from Bill, the guy takes care of the unis, about going to other parks and, what it's like. You get 10, 15 people in the stands, and it's just a whole different environment here.
Say, it's not like you're in the minor leagues where all fields are practically the same. You definitely have some fields where you do not want to go to as an infielder, and some fields where you would want to play all 82 games.
Yeah, right. I think it's a real nice thing, too, when they have that State League Challenge where the teams come to Sheboygan and play here and play over at the Field of Dreams. And, by the way, the Field of Dreams, I don't know if you've ever been over there, but they got artificial infield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, grass on the outfield, turf on the infield.
So I know I've had a few friends that play on, like, Green Bay and other teams that play there. Nothing but...
There's a line drive to the gap. And sliding and making no catch, they're calling. No catch. You got to play at third if you can get it there.
Got him. Did he not tag him at third?
Well, it looked like he had his foot on the bag. It was a force play, yeah. Apparently the throw didn't get there. As it is, it's going to go as a single. Only one run will score.
Not much argument from Hudson over there, so I wonder if the umpire made the right call on that play.
Bases remain loaded. Give the new RBI single.
This would be a great time to finish my hot dog.
Yeah, really. Clyer's up. Clyer was called out his last time up, and he did not like it. We questioned whether it was a strike or not, too, but being the home team and we're losing, we were going to take it. Bases are loaded. There's one out. Clyer singled, doubled, and was called out on strikes, like I just mentioned. So he's 2 for 3. The line drive, fair ball right down the line, goes all the way to the wall. And they get 2 runs, will score. They're going to hold the man that was on first, Deneau at third. It's a 2 RBI double for Clyer, and it's
Trying to see if we have anyone in the bullpen. I don't know. Might just be his inning. Figure out a way to get out of it.
yeah, right. They have an 8-run lead. Now, if they do get it up to 10, Sheboygan still would get their at bat in the 6th. But at least the hot dogs were good.
The hot dogs were good. I know I got a lot of scrutiny for using ketchup, but
Well, I only mentioned it twice.
sometimes 2 is enough. Sometimes 2
Right.
is enough.
Did it make an impression? No.
Tell you what, if I got another hot dog, I would put more ketchup on.
Okay. Menasha's on top, 6-5. Remember, a Menasha win means Sheboygan gets a home playoff game on Tuesday, and that would be against Greenville, correct? And yeah, either way, we're playing Greenville, and they've kind of had our number this year. We haven't had that much success against them. CJ saying they get all their players together for weekend games, but not so much on the weekday games. So catching them on a weekday may be a good thing.
That may be the move, especially on the if they have to travel to an away game too. That might deplete the squad even more.
Yeah, right. Riley, do you know who would be chucking for Sheboygan?
In that first playoff game on Tuesday,
Correct.
tell you what, I would have to bet my house mortgage that I don't have, my bank account that's depleted, on Recolitis or Schmitty.
Okay, all right. It seems like this particular season, a big swing and a miss by Ketterhagen, that they have pitched more on weekday games this year than probably the last 2 or 3 years combined. I mean, they always seem to be weekend warriors and not weekday.
Yep. Kind of just, I think it's how the schedule fell this year and the important games, how, like for instance, I know Tuesday we had a doubleheader at Green Bay on a Tuesday that was 2 must-win games, so they may have pissed off their wives and kids by having to go all the way up to Green Bay, but obviously games that we need to win, and they pitched great, and we took home 2 wins. So
I tracked the game, and I know Schmidt didn't pitch that great, his first 4 or 5 innings, and then all of a sudden Button's in. Crying out loud, what's going on?
He made an appearance.
And then he's out.
Good play.
It's a Palmquist on defense again, Riley.
Tell you what else, Palmquist can make plays out there. What a play by the catcher.
But they do respond with 3 runs, and after 5.5, it's 10-2, Milwaukee. A new pitcher for the Tropics. We'll give you his name, and once we get that. Their starter, Gabe Zielinski, went 5 innings. He was pretty solid, giving up only 2 runs. Although it was a big 2-run homer by Moxon Kearns. It is. The kid who was playing second base, Scott Kodashi, is now pitching. Leading off the inning for Sheboygan, the 6th, is Connor Palmquist. Connor's 0 for 2. First pitch is a ball. Godashki is the new pitcher. He was playing second base. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. How's Denny doing?
Danny's going well. Had a chance to talk to him in between innings. Told him the good news that Menasha's winning, so it sounds like hopefully if everything goes well, he'll be up in the booth on Tuesday.
Bouncing ball off the glove of the shortstop.
Actually just ran into someone who gave me maybe the world's smallest rubber ducky that their son wanted to give me because it matched my cleats. But obviously, since I can't play no more, I'll put it up here in the booth with me.
Yeah, it looks very, very nice. That's pretty cool, actually. Like the little gold ring around the neck.
Oh yeah.
And wearing the sunglasses, that's Riley.
Dripped out. He's dripped out.
Jimmy's up. Jimmy takes that first pitch inside for a ball.
Looking for a little rally here.
Just figuring out the totals for Gabe Zielinski, the Milwaukee starter. Five innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, gave up a home run. Scott Kodashki now on the mound. He was playing second, and Zielinski has moved from pitcher over to second. So just a position switch, looks like.
So at this point in the game for the A's, offensively, gotta be a cookie.
What do you mean by that? It's got to be a cookie.
Say down 10-2 here. You need base runners. Gotta be selective up there. Gotta try and lay off those low balls. Find something you can drill. There we go.
Good start. First runner reaches on an error. Second runner reaches on a walk. And Sheboygan in business. You know, Riley, we had that back in the second, and things didn't go so well.
No. Hopefully more hard contact, but hopefully to find some greenery out there.
Actually, looking at my score sheet, Milwaukee has turned 4 double plays in the game. They had a double play in the first, that promising second, and then in the third.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to help out your pitcher there.
Nick Argersinger up. Nick hammers that one foul.
See, I think Nick earlier in the game had a single in the game.
Yeah, right, he did.
I think there was first Sheboygan A hit.
I believe you're right. Colson Matter, I believe, is coaching first base. 1-1 pitch. Pops that one up into short left field. Claire makes a catch. Lucas Lemon's up. Lucas flew out to center and walked and scored back in the fifth. So you got to work tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Sunday?
Saturday?
Saturday.
Nope, I am off. I'm up to Green Bay, hanging out with some friends.
All right. So you a big Packer fan too, I suppose?
Hate to break it to you, I'm not. But good news.
No, that's okay.
Not
I'm
a Bears fan either.
Well, that breaks my heart.
Atlanta Falcons fan right here.
Wow, what a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is
Tell
that?
you what, you can't say bandwagon because we've been so bad the last 7 years. It takes a toll. It takes a toll.
Trust me, being a Bear fan takes a toll too. I know what you're talking about.
I love the Maple Leafs. I'm a Brewers fan at least.
No balls and 2 strikes to Lucas Lemons. He's in the hole. And a good pitch. And he goes down swinging. 2 outs. Would look like a promising start with getting the two leadoff hitters on. First and second hitters, I should say. And now the next 2 guys make out. But Moxon's up, looking for 2 home runs in the ball
So I tell you
game.
what, Moxon can have a career day here if he somehow finds one over the fence.
He was looking for that fence on that swing.
Wind seemed to die down a little bit just by looking at the flag here. It's a nice night here in Sheboygan.
We left the windows in. Everybody up here a little wimpy, just like your book. Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Right? Uh-huh.
Diary of a Wimpy Announcer.
Anything with pictures.
Ball is up, makes the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th of a 7-inning game. Six-five in the middle of the 8th inning. They're at Greenville. Menasha on top. Game's in Menasha, like I was saying all night. Weren't you guys listening? You guys never listen to me down here.
Gain a little bit more momentum here.
Yeah, bases
we got
loaded.
Emmett up right now?
Yeah, and he's got 2 hits.
Yeah.
Boy, when I look at Emmett down on the field, he looks like a big guy. I mean, I don't remember, standing in the dugout, him being that big.
Yeah, with the weight program he was at college really helped there. Definitely can see from last year to this year during BP, he's hitting balls a lot farther, so something's working. I don't know what's in the water up there, but
Where does he go to school?
I think it's Stevens Point. Don't quote me on that one.
I actually got the sheet where that should be on, and bop up right by home plate and making the catch a little clumsy, but DiCarlo makes it, and it's a foul out to end the promising inning, the 6th, and we're headed to the 7th. Now pitching for Sheboygan is Gavin Goronsky. Got some information on him.
Yeah, last time Gavin pitched was at Lombard through a, I think, complete game. Gave up 2 runs, got the win at Lombard. That was game 1 on Saturday. Our only win that weekend. Pitched well.
Promising start. Didn't end so well for us. First pitch swinging. Kisting, and he flies out to center.
Tell you what, looking at this pitching totals here, I'm seeing a Riley Palmquist at the top of the ERA chart. Swiss Army knife right there, if I ever seen one.
Jeez, imagine that. Cray. In the presence of greatness.
Can I say?
Can you
the
catch?
Shohei Ohtani of Sheboygan A's.
Can you catch?
Did catch earlier in my baseball career. I can't say my knees could take that anymore.
It's a tough position in that respect. Gabe Zielinski now playing second base, fouls that one off.
So one thing Gavin does do well is he does pump strikes in there, so there shouldn't be too many walks.
It was a strike back in the third.
Series said tails.
Yeah. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gabe Zielinski.
Oh,
Call, strike 3.
Like it was touching the dirt, but we'll take that.
You know what the problem was with the pitch before?
It was two
It
middle.
was 2 inside.
2 middle. You guys have a lot of fun up here. I wish I came up here more often.
Jax Calverley. We're usually not this hard on the umpires, especially on this end. Down there, they're on the umps all the time. Jack's not able to check his swing. It's a strike.
Good pitch there. Just missed.
One pitch coming up. There's 2 outs. We're in the 7th inning. There's a strike.
That was a little delayed call, but we'll take it.
Calverley 0 for 3 in the ball game, was called out on strikes in the 1st and 3rd, and then flew out to left in the 5th. That ball foul. Now when they go foul over the street, that's Denny and Donna Moyer Way, and it goes into the trees in it. That's the woods of no return.
That I wonder how many balls are lost in those woods.
Oh God, there's got to be a ton of them. But our first broadcast intern, was Matt Crowley. He was a wrestler at Lakeland. Didn't know much about baseball, but that nickname is stuck. Woods of no return.
It's a perfect name for it.
Yeah, it is, because you don't usually get the balls out of there.
Nope. Say usually balls go foul. You see all these kids racing for the foul balls. I think they get what, like a concessions gift card or something like that?
A buck.
A buck?
Yeah.
Tell you what.
But you know, when they give the ball back and they get the dollar in trade, they got to spend it right then and there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, come to Sheboygan, cash in about 5 balls, and there's your weekly allowance.
Oh, and then every once in a while you'll get some older kids, you know, teenagers, and they collect the balls. They don't give them back. 2 outs in the top of the 7th of a 7-inning game. It's been all Tropics. They scored 4 in the first, and they've been riding that and lead it right now 10-2.
Yeah, we just got word that Menasha is up 7-5 now. So Sheboygan inching closer to that home field game.
Uh,
Yeah,
back at
Sheboygan A's got 2 games left in the State League regular season. If I remember right, we need to win both games to claim the State League regular season title. Magic numbers down to 2. We play Tuesday in a makeup game against Kenosha. Sheboygan A's up 7-4 after 2 in that one, and then in the first round of the State League postseason, we play West Dallas, which will actually count towards our makeup game for that. So that's interesting. Have in the playoffs, have that game count towards regular
yeah,
season.
two
So
things. Yeah, save a little gas money. You know,
yeah,
over $4 a gallon now. You
right.
could.
And like we talked about earlier, Sheboygan A's looking for their first State League regular season title since 2000. So
And that was before you were born. You were saying?
yep, 2001 was when I was born. So I've not been alive for Sheboygan A's State League title.
I think we're overdue.
I think we are. 2026 is the year.
Nolan Sand is up. Nolan lined one at the first baseman. Ended up being a double play. Hit the ball very hard. And second time up, hit into another double. No, that was the one 6-3, 1-6-3 double play. Hit the ball to the shorts to the pitcher, I think it was, and
I think I do know the Sheboygan A's finished 8-8 in the New Bowl. Depends on what happens with the Menasha Greenville game. We got to win 2 games just to get to that best of 3 championship series. So you're gonna need some pitching in those games, that's for sure.
definitely. Nolan Sand bounces out to the pitcher again, and Ty Kolakowski is up next. Ty singled and was hit by a pitch, so he's been on base both times. Final, Menasha a winner, beating Greenville 7-5. That means Sheboygan will have a home playoff game next
Tuesday or next Wednesday, I think is when it is. Next
CJ?
Wednesday or Thursday?
Tuesday is the first game, and then winners on Tuesday's games meet Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. So it is a home date next Tuesday. That Kenosha suspended game is on a Monday. So it's going to be a busy next
It's
week
gonna be
also.
a busy week. I'm gonna have to hand out lots of candy out there at first base.
2-2 count. Scott Kopashki on the mound for Milwaukee. Ball is fouled off. Waiting on deck is Alex Ames. Sheboygan will be off on Saturday and Sunday, and then right back to action on Monday and Tuesday and possibly Wednesday.
Get some much needed rest before a big playoff push.
Good competition in both leagues, Riley.
Yeah, I know the Newble has gone up in competition. Obviously, the State League is always has top-notch competition, so it's good to see teams like Monash and Appleton always up there fighting now too for the Newble Championship.
Kolakowski draws the walk. That brings up Alex. Alex 0 for 2 with a walk.
I know before we get off air here, I'd like to thank Mike, CJ, Bill, and all of them for allowing me to come up here. I always wanted to do this, and no better opportunity. So I appreciate
in
it.
all seriousness, no kidding around, you're good at it.
Thank you.
You got a great personality for this kind of work.
Thank you very much. And that goes
You know who Wally Pipp is?
Wally Pipp.
Wally Pipp was the first baseman for the Yankees, and he went up to Miller Huggins, the manager. This is back in like the 20s. I'm not feeling so good. Why don't you play the kid? Do you know who the kid was? Lou Gehrig. Played for the next 1,200 games.
That's a good pickup right
so
there.
now Wally Pipp, who was a starter, is now an answer to a trivia question. That could be Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah. Sad. Oh,
Bouncing
there's
ball off the glove of
giving us life.
yeah. Zelensky, who was the starting pitcher, commits an error on that one, and Sheboygan has runners on first and second with only one out. Hudson Wagner up. Hudson is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch.
Sheboygan with some late
Line
life
drive.
here. Hopefully we're holding me at third. Station to station.
Alrighty. Bases loaded. Only
Tell you
one
what,
out.
With top of the order. What we got? 3-hitter up?
Connor Palmquist.
Yep, 3-hitter. Looking for some life here.
Connor looking for his first hit. He did reach last time up on an error on the shortstop. Pitch is outside for a ball. We're down 8. They got a long way to go, and there is one out, but at least we're trying to make a game of it.
Tell you what, I got nowhere to be tonight, so if I have to be up here to see an epic comeback, I'm all here for it.
Great. Three and 0.
Say, last thing you want to do for Milwaukee is walk with the bases loaded in the last inning.
Now, there would have been a pitch if you're the hitter. You're definitely going to be taking that one, even though it's
3-0
right down
count.
the pipe.
My bat is not leaving my shoulders.
What about now?
It would take a special pitch on a 3-1 count in this situation. Fans got a little life in them.
Yeah,
All
nice
those
to hear
sticking
them.
around.
A great crowd tonight, and I'm sure they sold a lot of hot dogs. And manager coming out to talk to his pitcher. So to repeat, Menasha won tonight. They beat Greenville in Menasha, which means Sheboygan will have a home playoff game in the Newble, and that'll be 7:30 on Tuesday night. Be Greenville here against the Sheboygan A's. We look forward to bringing you that game. Sheboygan will also be playing Monday night at Kenosha, finishing up a suspended game. And if we win on Tuesday, we play Wednesday.
Yep, and I think if we win that game, then we face, I think since Menasha won, they're automatically in the championship bracket, the best out of 3 games. So we got to win 2 games to get to that best of 3. So we got 4 to 5 games left in the New Bowl for sure.
Jimmy Jurgensen up. Follows that back. We'll have more information on the State League playoffs next week. We do know, Riley explained this a little earlier, that magic number for us is 2 to win the championship.
2 by any means. 2 Sheboygan wins or 2
Lombard
losses.
Yeah.
Any of those combinations.
Jimmy follows that one straight back, makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's 1 out. We got to run in on a bases loaded walk. Could still do a little more damage. Jimmy is 2 for 2 with the walk. Jimmy hanging in there.
Good take there. So definitely see the crowd getting into it a little bit now. Now that we got some life.
Yes, it's nice to have it a little more noise. Fans getting into it. It's a 2-2 count. Bases remain loaded with only 1 out. Jimmy drills one to left. If it's fair, it is. Fair ball. It's out of here. A home run.
It's just what the doctor ordered.
That's a she-boy gunner.
Back, gone.
Grand slam home run for Jimmy Jurgensen.
There is life here in Sheboygan.
That's a big hit for Jimmy. And for the team, gives him the team lead in home runs with 7 now, and gives him the team lead in RBIs. And it makes it a 10-7 ball game.
Brand new game here with 1 out. Big thing here is getting this next batter on by any means.
You don't see many opposite field home runs by Jimmy. I mean, he goes the opposite field, but not deep, generally speaking.
That cool, crisp 13-mile-an-hour winds to the north. Definitely helping there a little bit.
And you can, Ty, can you switch to the other shot just for a second? You can see the flag out in center field blowing out to left. That ball is up the middle. Zielinski ranging over and makes a nice play to get Argersinger out. And now there's 2 outs. 1 last out for Sheboygan to work with. It's going to bring up Lucas Lemons. Do the floss, Riley.
I don't even know what that is. I just love this song.
Come on. Don't you know this one here?
Oh, the floss? I don't got mobility for that.
Especially with that arm injury.
So I can hit the gritty pretty well, though, but I don't know if you people want to see that.
We don't. First pitch swinging. Lucas follows that one back. Lucas 0 for 2 with a walk, and he scored a run just ahead of Moxon Kern's home run. Ball hit in the hole. Play is
we
not
got
in
more
time.
life, whatever way we do to get on. That brings up Moxon, who. What inning was that? You hit that long fly ball for his first Sheboygan A homer.
I think they're giving him a hit. It was in the hole. It wasn't an easy play for the shortstop.
Giving him a
Kisting.
hit? Generous, one may say. That's why I love
Turns up.
playing here.
Sheboygan with 5 runs in the inning. The tying run is on deck. Moxon takes that first pitch for a ball.
Safe for Moxon here. You just got to realize you can't tie the game with one swing here, so got to do whatever you can to get on base, pass the torch.
Big swing and a miss. Moxon 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer back in the 5th. Also has a walk. And pitch
Good
just
take right
outside.
there.
Yeah, that was a good take. Hanging tight to the bag is Lemons.
Good take there. I've been on deck looking for an opportunity here with hopefully first and second here.
Pitch is called outside. That pitch has been called a strike earlier in the night, but we'll
that's a
take it.
blessing right there.
It's always easier to take that pitch 3-1.
Yep.
You know, if you
And
got
knowing
2
you have that
strikes
extra
on you,
pitch.
it's a little different. They're bringing somebody out of the dugout, looks like. Maybe not.
Looks like a lot of defensive changes happening here. Yeah, glove change after glove change here.
I think the left fielder, Kyler, is coming in to pitch.
Attention, please. Final score in the National 7, Greenville Stars 5. The A's will have a home game this upcoming Tuesday in the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League playoffs. Tickets are on sale now. Visit SheboyganBaseball.org. We'll see you back here at Wildwood Park this Tuesday for playoff baseball action.
David Klyer, the left fielder, is coming in to pitch. He's going to have runners on at first and second, and he'll be facing Emmett Salin. Now, when you're standing up here watching the pitches come in, and you know there's breaking pitches, can you tell if it's a slider or a curveball?
When their pitchers are warming up, you kind of tell by what their glove motion is. So you can tell different kind of pitches they're going to throw. So you kind of have to gauge what does what, and then obviously when you're up there, you know in the back of your mind what pitches he has. So you kind of have to go off that.
I think with some pitchers, I know it's tough for me. Usually I just say breaking ball, and, you know, just let it at that. But sometimes you can tell when the ball is rolling. You know, that would tell me it's a curveball. Or if it's going straight across, it's a slider.
Yeah, even with like fastballs, how I gauge whether it's a 4-seam or 2-seam, kind of to see how the catcher catches the ball. If he has to move a little bit, it's probably got a little bit of 2-seam, or rather if he just sticks it.
Yeah, good point. Scott Kobaschke had a little bit of a tough outing. Only went 1 2/3 innings to give up 3 hits and 3 walks. That was part of the problem. Did have a strikeout and gave up that big grand slam to Jimmy Jurgensen. We're ready to start action again. It's going to be Emmett Salin. He's the tying run
Sheboygan
at
A
the
is
plate.
looking for more magic here.
Flyers' first pitch is a strike right on the outside corner. Good one for him. Bouncing ball to third. Third baseman has it and beats the runner, Lucas Lemons, to the bag for the force out, and that ends the ball game. And we had this set up prior to the end of the game. Riley, you had something to say?
I would like to thank the entire Sheboygan A staff for everything they've done the last 5 years. I wish nothing but the best, and great organization run by Denny, and it's great. So if you're looking for a place to play, I'd say Sheboygan A's is the answer there, and there's no other spot I'd like to end my career than the Sheboygan A's. So I'd like to thank everyone up here, down there, coaching staff, behind the scenes. It was an honor. It was an honor the last 5 years. So
All right,
thank you guys.
thanks, Riley. Really appreciate the kind words for the club and the organization. Again, Sheboygan a loser tonight to the Tropics by a score of 10-7, but they have a big next week coming up. On Monday, they'll be at Kenosha to finish a suspended game. They are up right now 7-4, and then on Tuesday they will have a home playoff game in the New Bowl. They'll be playing the Greenville Stars, and if they win that game, then they'll be playing again on Wednesday. But more on that Tuesday night. For Riley, I'm Mike. Thanks for listening and watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.